Today I'm going to show you how to replace the tank venting valve. The reason I'm doing it is because when you scan the car, the code's been there. I mean, there's no lights on the dash, as you can see. It's not showing up on the dash. So there's no visual lights to say that there's an issue with it. But when you actually scan the DME, maybe like INPA or any other tool, it shows up that there's an error with it. So I'll show you. I've got Windows XP loaded up on my Mac. Got the normal cable off eBay, the K plus D can, keep it towards the right, and then mine's a 2002, so it just plugs in under here. Just feel for it. There we go. Tell by the lights on, so that's on. And this side, of course, I don't have a USB-A port on my MacBook, so I've just got this little adapter. This is from my Galaxy phone. There we go. So that's plugged in there. Connect to Windows. Well, the version of INPA I've got is quite old, and the error codes are in German. I do have a Windows 10 version. But that's not on this MacBook, that's on my external drive, so I can't use that, so I'll just use this version for now. So your options might look slightly different. Mine's INPA 5.0.6, so what you have to do on this version is click on Shift and F8 for older models. It's not that old, but yeah. Then you want to go to find E39 engine. That's mine. M62 7.2 is mine. If you don't know which one it is, there's no harm in trying either one. But yeah, mine's a 540, so it's an M62. If you do try that, it'll just give you an error if it's not your if it's not the one for your car. I know that's for a fact that's the one that's in mine, so I'm just going to click on that. It'll throw an error about language mix match, variants don't match, but that's because I think the main program's in English but then the codes are in German, so that's probably why that showed up. Just ignore that, click OK. So now we've got some options where we can check status, errors, all sorts of bunch of stuff. So we're just going to go with errors just to show you. And then it says read error memory, clear, all that, so let's read it. On Thursday. So that's the fault name in German. So it basically means tank venting valve final stage or something it was. Yeah, so no matter how many times you clear the fault, sorry my camera stopped recording then I accidentally pressed the wrong button, but no matter how many times you clear the fault it comes back. I'll show you again since the camera went off. Error memory has been cleared. Read. Right, it's saying not there, but if I turn the engine off, start it back up, and then now if I go to read, and there it is, error memory is the error's back. So to fix that, we're going to replace the tank venting valve, which I've got just down there. If I can reach it, just a sec. Okay, so I've got that, so that's the part number. I will be putting it in the description as well if you need it. I just bought one from BMW. Could have bought a mile one or on a Febby or whatever, which we could have gotten cheaper, but I ended up just getting one. Anyway, I'll show you what it looks like. I don't know about other cars, but on the 540 it's actually really easy. Like I didn't realise where it was, the access to it is so easy. So on my car it looks like it's installed that way, I think. I'll show you, but literally it's just a connector harness on that side, got a hose on this side and a hose at the bottom, and luckily on mine I've already had a look, they look like they're just normal hose clamps with a flathead, so they're not one of those BMW's one use clips which are annoying, so that's good. I'll show you how to replace this, quick and easy, shouldn't take long. Now ideally you want a cold engine, but it's quite far up, so the access is really easy. I'll show you. So this is the M62 engine, and it's literally just here. On some cars I've seen it's vertical, the connector's on top. Now that hose is warm because the engine was started, but it's not an issue really. So just going to disconnect that. There's a hose there, and then there'll be one at the bottom. So focus. Yeah, it's that elbow one, right? Yeah, it is this one. Yep. Got an elbow on the bottom. Yeah, I've got an oil leak somewhere, which I think it's the timing covers. Because I've done the valve cover gaskets, and it does not look like it's leaking from there. But anyway, that's not the purpose of today's video. So I'll show you how to replace this. First of all, just pinch, disconnect. Then I want to get a flathead on there. We could pull it off here. No. The rubber goes in there. There you go, it's off there. So then you can twist it and get better access. Now that's not a flathead, or it's a really bad one. Probably need replacing that. Let me show you. I don't know why autofocus is not working today. Yeah, we'll remove that. Then I'm going to remove that one there. Actually, I don't think I even have to remove that. I think this just clips off. Yep. Right, just give me a moment. Let me get the top one off first. I can't film, sorry, because I've only got one hand. So I wasn't able to remove that top clamp just yet, because I did manage to turn it a few turns and then it stopped, so I've sprayed it with some rust off. I took the bottom clip off, and this one just slides out. It's quite tough though, because it's got this little lips on each end. So once you get that off, then you just have to pry it off with a flathead screwdriver. It literally just clips in, and then that pin slides in from the side. So that's all off. The only bit that's left is now to get this hose clamp off. I'm just going to let that set for a bit. I want to work its way in and try it again. Then we'll have to replace that clamp as well, because although it's got the lip on it so I can undo it, it hasn't got the lip for me to redo it for clockwise, if you understand what I mean, looking at the grooves. It's just the way it is. I don't know if that's designed like that or if someone's damaged it. Certainly looks like it's designed like that for some reason. Like it can come off, it just won't go back on apparently. I don't know. Never seen one of those hose clamps before. This one's the same, look. It's on a weird angle. So when you put a screwdriver on it to undo it, it works, but when you do it that way, there's no lip. So I won't be able to tighten that back onto it. So I'll definitely have to replace that hose clamp. So I've got it loose enough now that I can twist the hose off. You can see I've already twisted some of it off. But you don't want to pull, so you're going to twist it off. Which you can't do with one hand, but you got to twist the pipe off. There we have it removed. So that's one hose, there's the other one, and there's a connector. So it didn't look like it was in bad shape. But it's probably never one of those things that's probably never been replaced. So that's genuine BMW. So is that. So just in case you're thinking, this rubber support can be twisted. So I'm going to rotate it so then it's in the same position, because this needs to be pointing down. So I want to mount it on, well, I want to twist it and then mount it on, just a sec. So there we are, twisted it. So it'll sit on there. I'll get these on first. That will literally just clip on, there you go. And then not to forget, this needs to slide in. There we are. Now it doesn't go all the way, it was actually sat there, but these little lips will stop it sliding out. So it actually just stays there to keep it locked in place. Now I'd put that back on, but obviously, as you know, I can't tighten that. So I'm just going to grab another hose pipe and install that. So I've installed a new hose clamp. That's the only one I had hanging around. I know it's big, but temporarily I'm just going to use that. Run to the shop and get a smaller one. So I've kept that for reference. Yeah, so I'm just going to use that for now. Bottom bit already clipped in, so I don't need to worry about that. So now all that's left is to push this onto the bracket like so, and that's fine. Then just plug that harness into there. That's it. Now I'm going to go back into the car, scan it for codes, and of course don't forget to plug this back in. Never forgot to plug that back in. Right, so time to test again. So start the engine. To INPA, need to hold Shift and F8. So the code's obviously still going to be there. We'll have to clear it and then see if it comes back again. So that was the engine. So error, read. So obviously it's there. That's from before. So if I go clear, error memory has been cleared. That's not there as we know, so turn the engine off, just like before. Right, turn it back on. Now if we hit read, no error. Read, no error. So that's taken care of that. As I said, I'll put the part number for the tank venting valve in the description below. And it was actually as easy as that. I thought it was going to be in a hard to reach location, but yeah, it's simple, really easy. Anyone can do it. Thanks for watching.